you to the man behind it all. He is the CEO of Swift, Lazaro Campos. It's nice to have you with us on Sibos TV. It's an honor, in fact. And let me ask you what you expect people will be taking away from Sibos 2011. We've had a lot of issues, a lot of debate on strategy, but what for you is Swift all about?
Right, thank you. The strategy of Swift, Swift 2015, was agreed by the board last year. It's very highly consultative. We went to all the countries, got all the information. And if you sum it up, as we did in the opening plenary, it's all about reducing cost of ownership for our customers, not only about messaging, but also the back office cost of transactions, and increasing interoperability in the industry, so different languages can be used together. And that is a tall order. This is a journey. It's not a 2015, we won't be finished by then, but it sets us in motion to do more than we've done in the past, moving away from a single language of Swift to really being able to talk all the languages in a meaningful way and to reduce transaction cost over time. And that we do in a number of ways, as you heard. We are looking at diversifying away from messaging so we can continue reducing the price of messaging. One day it'll be free. And also diversifying in terms of a geographic location and origin for revenues, moving east as everybody else is doing, in continuing the drive that we've done for many years, but now with an intensity that we didn't have before.
Okay, and I want to get to standards, which we alluded to, the heart and soul of Swift and Sibos. Tell us what you see, or this community can see going forward, looking towards Osaka and beyond. Okay.
This year, I think we are majoring on really a realization that 2022 is a reality. It is not something for later, it's happening now in support of many business areas, and that there are tools today that allow you to implement 2022 in a way that is cost effective and reduces the maintenance of it over time. So that has been the aha moment for many of the members. Is it's not only in SEPA, it's also in Japan with JustDeck. In many different directions you see implementation of 2022. But the key thing is that it has to be done properly, not hard-coded like we used to do in the back. Every standard is hard-coded. It's really doing it in a way that technology allows today, with tools that you can inject those schemas and standards into the back office, make sense of them in a much more rapid way and more efficient way.
And at the core of all of this, of course, is innovation, which is something that is very, very close to your heart. And I know we're going to be seeing you again on Sibos TV later on with the crew at Inner Tribe, the whole crew at Inner Tribe, everybody. So that's going to be interesting. But I think one of the key challenges that a lot of people think when they look at innovation and the kinds of challenges that you have is how do you balance flexibility and agility with the challenge of security and reliability?
Yeah, that's a great question. And from my vantage point, I think being an operationally excellent company, FNA, failure not an option, which is our motto, 5 nines of availability to every day of the week, every day of the month in 210 countries. Clearly, we don't play around. That's not what we do. But at the same time, innovation is the key to the future. So we need to marry both. And what we see is that they are not contradictory. You're not either an operational excellent company or an innovator. In fact, you must be excellent in innovation to maintain that operational excellence. And that's what we see here. Next door, InnoTribe is possibly the best product and brand launch of Swift ever. In the last 3 years, it's passed from nothing to now. If you search in the internet, you'll get more hits on InnoTribe than you do in Sibos or on Swift. That says something. That says that we have an obsession with really getting that innovation going at Swift, but also becoming a platform for innovation in the industry. Because in my humble opinion, financial services, apart from the front office, and we knew where that took us, in the back office there is innovation pending, and others are at it. So we need to get our act together and start to collaborate to push that innovation. And that's what we're trying to do here. Get people together to help in defining the areas in which collaboration and innovation will take us forward.
I know we were chatting last night about if we had to sum up Sibos 2011 in one word and what were some of the key takeaways that you were going to take away yourself from this conference. What would those be?
Well, I should say come to the closing plenary to get that. But I think there's one word that comes to mind, and I was coming into Toronto a bit uncomfortable.
Apprehensive.
Apprehensive. This sounded like Vienna all over again. But I have to say that I have seen a sense of realism kick in. It's not optimism, it wouldn't be right. It's not pessimism, it's, we've moved on now. We've moved on from anger and from depression.
Denial.
And denial. Now we are saying, okay, there are new rules. Let's get on with it.
Sure.
And that's what you've seen here on the floor. And there is a lot of attention to how you build in a slow growth economy, and there's still you can gain market share. Still you can add value to your customers, and you just have to get on with it. The realism, I think, would be one of the key words.
And I caution myself against using the word optimism, but we've had some pretty upbeat comments from some of the business leaders here. Did that surprise you?
Absolutely. In conversations with the CEOs of leading institutions here in Canada, and also leading institutions in Asia Pacific, that brings in a complete different view. The tone of voice is different. We are talking about growing, Rick Wall from Scotiabank was saying, well, $12 billion in investment in the last 3 years. Now, that's a different tone. That's completely different than what we've seen in many of the sessions where maybe more European-led, more US, and regulation and the oppression that creates and so on. So there is a marked difference in tone that you can see here. And I think if you put it all together, we get to that happy medium of realism, and let's get on with it.
Okay, well, thanks very much. We'll get on with it at Inner Tribe later when you come and visit us again on Sibos TV, and also at the closing plenary. Thank you. I want to say thank you for the warm welcome that you've given me here and on Sibos TV. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much. The CEO of SWIFT, Mr. Lazaro Campos.